Very much. Sir Mike Canning.
Very much, Mr Deputy Speaker, and I naturally refer to any. I don't think there is a conflict of registered members' interests, but I refer to it. But I'm, as an ex-fireman, I'm about to say that while my concerns and thoughts are with those victims of the Grenfell fire and their families and loved ones, we must put on record our thanks to the emergency services who have to live with what they saw at the incident, which most of them would never have seen in their lifetime, particularly the firefighters that went in one direction while, quite understanding, the public went in the other direction. Mr Speaker, I couldn't disagree with anything that I've heard across the House today, and my neighbour from across the way in St Albans, well, we're at one on this. If this isn't sorted in the other House as promised, we in this House will sort it. And I think that's not a threat, it's a general promise. And actually the Minister, the Secretary of State and the Prime Minister, as we've heard of earlier on, have been absolutely brilliant and actually changing direction, realising the risk that was to no fault at all of leaseholders. When a leasehold I declare my daughter's got a leasehold property. When she bought that, why would we have dreamt that this situation would have occurred and these penalties would be on them? I did touch earlier on, Mr Deputy Speaker, before you got in the chair, that I said to the Minister, if I caught your eye, I would mention a way out. And let's just talk about a way out. A long time ago, members of the House that have been here a little bit longer than some will remember I brought the mesothelioma bill through this House. This was to compensate people through no fault of their own whose lives have been devastated by asbestos. And we couldn't find the insurers, we couldn't find the companies, we couldn't find the directors, we couldn't find the shareholders, and so they suffered and they didn't get compensation. Here we are. This is an opportunity that we could resolve the problem for leaseholders where we can't find them, and there's no reason why they should go dragging all through the courts. We're trying to sort this out in this House, that we put a levy on the insurers. The insurers, without any doubt, got the premium from these companies, otherwise they wouldn't have been allowed to build the properties. So the liability insurance was in place. The fact we can't find the developers, or they've gone offshore, which is happening in part of my constituency, is irrelevant now. If we can find them, fine. If not, we'll levy the insurers. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We did it. This House did it. And when originally we gave them 80% of the compensation when they would have got through the courts, and eventually I think we gave them 100%. This House was unanimous going through the bill stages. It's probably one of the easiest bills I ever took through, apart from pronouncing mesothelioma, which still to this day troubles me, as the House will notice. But this is an option. I've mentioned it to the Minister before. I've said if his civil servants want to talk to me, or anybody at DWP that took that legislation through, I'm more than happy to do so. Sadly, Minister, no one has talked to me about it, and I'm looking into the box very gently, which I'm not meant to do, to the civil servants. This is a great opportunity that we can right a wrong, which we can see coming down the line. Of course.
Were claims to go through the courts, they'd be aimed at the developers, the builders, the architects, the surveyors, the component suppliers, the building controllers, building regulation specifiers, all of whom were insured or under government. It seems to be a round table getting them all together, saying what will be the total liability. You save the lawyers' costs, and you can get the money in very fast, and leaseholders will be protected, their homes will be safe, and they'll be saleable.
Mr Deputy Speaker, the Father of the House is absolutely right. Did the insurers like this idea when we put it forward to them to compensate these people whose lives and their loved ones have been affected by the asbestos? No, they hated it. They absolutely fought tooth and nail not to do it. But we did it, and we did the right thing. Later on, Mr Deputy Speaker, I hope to catch your eye as well on when we come off of Part 5. But can I just touch on this point that lots of colleagues have raised here? If people, in good faith, in fear, with threatening letters, lawyers' letters, bailiffs' letters, paid the remedial costs on their lease, how can it be right, excuse me, how can it be right that this House is going to say you did the wrong thing while the people that have held off did the right thing? That somehow sticks in my throat. There's something sticking in my throat now, obviously. It can't be right that we penalise people that feel they did the right thing. And I said to the Secretary of State at the statement, and I'm not sure he didn't dismiss it, he just probably thinks it's very difficult. Yes, that's what this place is for. It's actually, when things become difficult, we resolve the problem. That's an opportunity with the insurers. But it can't be right. It cannot be right. And as we've heard across the House, and I've got it in my own constituency, these bills are dropping on people's doorsteps now. Innocent people that did nothing wrong but wanted to get on the housing ladder. And today we have an opportunity, and I agree with my friend from Stevenage, we don't need to move these amendments now. We'll wait and see what goes on in the laws, but by golly, we'll move them if it comes back.
Hilary Benn.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr Deputy Speaker.